and it's called Ikigai, and that's all the different areas of life that you need to fulfill to be a complete person. And it comes from exercise to diet to support to mentorship to self-critique, where that's a big area in life that people need to kind of get used to, and that's people telling them more, critiquing them more in areas that they need to improve, where it doesn't feel good to be told where you're weak in life, where you need to strengthen in life, but to constantly be willing to have people tell you that, and so you improve in those areas is a good skill to develop.
Now, do you feel like you're like more of a philosopher inside, or more of like a prophet?
I said 5 years ago that it felt like God was controlling me, like I was a puppet on strings, and I was saying things that I wouldn't normally say, and like even like in a day of misery, all of a sudden I would say something that was just words of really neat words of intelligence and wisdom, but or do an athletic feat that is something that's really shocking, and in that I say that God's in complete control. And I don't like what I'm going through. It's miserable to me. I'm tired of going through it. That's the truth. I should say it more optimistically and positively, and try to say it in that manner and look in that direction. But in being outside for 5.5 years, there's a part of me that's felt like I'm permanently kicked in the nuts, so to speak, where I just feel hindered by the state that I'm in and how long I've been in this state, to where I'm just constantly uncomfortable and in a state of discontent. So even within a lot of experiences that I'm having in life, I am providing good experiences, but overall for me, my life is completely insufficient, and I'm not experiencing nearly enough, and I don't know how to get to that perfect place, because overall I really don't want this life, and that's the thing that I think people don't realize, is that I'm overwhelmed and I don't want this life, but I really don't want this life, and I didn't ask for this life, and this life is of much more notoriety and popularity or whatever you may call it than people could possibly imagine or comprehend. And I am a private, reclusive homebody of a person naturally by nature, and so I don't know.
Would you consider getting a job at home now? Because since one thing that COVID did positive is for people like you.
I don't have a home, man.
No, I know that. I understand. I'm saying, but all right, to get a home, you have to have a job, correct? Usually, most likely, and then. I know there's jobs out there that you work for home. I'm saying ideally, is that something that you would like to do, to be able to stay in your house and work from home, have your food delivered, etc.?
I don't know what does having my food delivered have to do with it?
I don't know. I mean, I just was saying the amenities of not going anywhere, like having your house. All right, let's. I guess it was like the people aspect. Is it not working? Did you when you quit? Is it because you didn't like working around the people?
No, man. It's because my brain changed so much that I was actually looking for help, because I really needed help within what my brain is going through. Where I say in the podcast, I went to the Long Beach Police Department looking for help what my brain is going through. I'm still trying to understand what my brain is going through.
What did they say to you? Did they help you?
They didn't help me at all. But the thing is, man, is that if people knew who I was, and I don't like to say it because I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it at all. But as far as I know, when you say, are you a prophet or what are you? I say, yes, God is moving me like a puppet, like God is right behind me, like God is right there. But I still feel like I have to endure all of what I'm going through, and I never thought that a human being could possibly endure everything that I'm going through. But is God there? God is freakishly there, except would you say that God would be smoking Red Bulls or drinking Red Bulls, smoking cigarettes and smoking pot? And in reality, my story is very real, where if you knew, I don't want to boast about it. I don't want to boast or glamorize my story, and it's not even a glamorization, but I'm just of just a very rare and profound person in what I've done with my brain. It's just that people know that the Creator is showing them, I believe, what all my brain can go through. But I think it's more than that, where I've endured too much, man. But in my grandfather dying, obviously something is wrong in my life, where it just, nothing seems to be, my family's dying off, man, but my family's dying off a lot and quickly, and I don't know how to get through to anybody, but I'm obviously doing something wrong. And, it's a complicated, long story that,
Could you move back in with your parents?
No.
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 Now, after your birthday here in Myrtle Beach, do you have a plan where you want to go next? Like, where do you want to be in July?
I've been studying African American culture a lot, African history as well. And I wanted to go to Georgia and observe African American history in a historic African American city. And so I wanted to go to Atlanta, Georgia. And that's kind of my main goal. 111. If I get there, cool. That's the goal, is to get there. But I don't know, man. I just hopefully my feet hold up. I've been walking nearly every day for 5.5 years. That is over 2,000 hours, or 2,000
days.
Days.
What's the furthest you've ever walked in a day, do you think?
I would say between 30 and 40 miles. I think I can walk pretty fast, but I did a silly test where I've never really had in one of those vape pens, the nicotine vape pens, but I wanted to get one, and it's 500 puffs is what they say you get out of those things, and I wanted to walk along the coast all night long and just challenge myself. The thing is, I'm doing it with a heavy backpack that also isn't made for backpacking, and it's heavy. Like, if you could pick it up, you'd be surprised.
I trust me. When you said the books, that you were carrying books. When Guppy and I hitchhiked to Alaska, see, we usually take a book to read and we take 2 journals. Yeah. And I had to mail the books home from up in Fairbanks because there was too much weight in my backpack. Yeah. And I can't imagine you were carrying 3 of them.
Yeah, I've got heavy.
Trust me, I will let you have my backpack that I took to Alaska. It is good, and it's fairly new. That one's only that's only been used for I think 2 trips.
Yeah, thank you.
100%, dude. Like, you don't understand. So many people have helped me out in life so much. But that in your backpack, man, that's got to be killing you. Because like I said, I did that in the first year using that backpack. Now, the backpack that got stolen from you, was it a back support backpack?
That was my all-time favorite backpack. Red Wing 44 is what it was. Kelty is the brand. And that's kind of a neat, I guess, I don't know if you would call that a synchronicity or a deja vu. I don't know what you would call it. But that's what I see, my connection. I don't know what Love's is, but I have to go to a Love's while I'm here.
We'll stop at one. So they're truck stops.
Oh, they are?
Like Flying J's, stuff like that.
I like that, man.
Like I say, I don't know what Love is.
I like that
I
they
want
have
to find
places
it.
called Love's. That's kind of cool. What were we saying?
Are you kidding me? I don't know. Let's go to the next subject. I do want to ask this. Do you feel anger still towards God? Like, are you angry with God because of the life you're going through?